Hi there, Terry here with another process video for Peartree Cutfiles. This time I'm using the Furry Friends Make the Best Friends cut file. So I've cut this out of both white cardstock and a patterned paper. So I've done the letters out of white cardstock, and then you can see the background there is from a patterned paper from the Simple Stories Bunnies and Blooms collection with the little rainbows on. So I'm just adding some distress ink and distress oxide to the letters, again just kind of doing them halfway down with darker area at the top, kind of fading a little bit into the white. And I'm picking colours that coordinate with those rainbows that you can see on the background piece. And these are the colours that are in that collection, and I'm planning to use that collection for the rest of the layout. Now purple's not a colour I normally go to, so it's nice to pull it in now and again to my layouts. So once my letters are all coloured, I decide that there needs to be a bit of a definition around those letters that are kind of more of the scripty letters, and I do some like scribbly, sketchy type lines on there. So they're not meant to be neat, they're not meant to be tidy, they're kind of meant to look a bit messy, because I want that to then stand out against the background. So once I've finished outlining those letters, then it's time to move on to the main part of the layout, which I'm actually going to use a background piece that I've already created. This has been sat in my stash for a while, not quite sure what to use. I just used some distress oxide sprays and just sprayed them onto some marshmallow cardstock, and it was a bit warped and I didn't really like it. But then I thought it'd work perfectly for the background for this layout. But what I have done is torn off the edge strips, so that I've just got that strip in the middle, and I'm going to use pattern paper to create kind of strips at the side to make it into a full 12 by 12 layout. And again, these pattern papers are from the Simple Stories Bunnies and Bloom collection, which I think was their Easter spring collection from last year. But they're absolutely some of my favourite colours, kind of like aquas and pinks and yellows. And I love a good floral, so that always works. So as you can see, that's quite a bold cut file, and it covers up a lot of that mixed media background that I wasn't the biggest fan of to start with. So I'm just using a 12 by 12 sticker sheet to kind of create an area where I know once I've stuck it down will be 12 by 12. So it's just there as a guide, not as anything else. You could use another piece of pattern paper or a piece of cardstock, anything. So I'm going to stick that cut file directly onto the background and then add in my photos. These are two black and white photos of me and my little pussycat Millie, who loves a good cuddle on an evening. More often than not she can be found with my husband, because she has kind of taken to him more than me in recent years, but anyone's lap she's happy to sit on. And she actually sleeps between us both in the bed often. So this layout comes together really quickly because of such the bold colours, bold background, bold patterns. So I don't want to add too much embellishment. I'm just using the ephemera from the same collection, except for that large butterfly, which is from an older Paige Evans collection, and it's been sat around waiting to be used, but it's got that kind of purpley colour in that I wanted to use. So I'm just auditioning lots of different die cut pieces in that gap next to Best Friends, and I feel like I want to use animals on this page because it's about my cat, but there's no cats in this collection, but I think, you know, rabbits and birds and butterflies all work well. So in the end, after all that, I do go with a butterfly in that area, and I just pop it up on some foam pads. And I like to stick the body of the butterfly flush to the background so it creates kind of definition and makes it look like it's flapping its wings. So I've added a little hummingbird to the top right hand corner of my photo, and then I'm just going to add this piece that says Love Grows Here, which is a banner that I'm going to put underneath the cut file. So I again audition it in a few different places and then go with the original spot underneath the cut file. Now I've got some puffy stickers from this collection, and I just pull out some of the little florals and tuck them in amongst the cut file. Just adds a little bit of extra decoration here and there. And there's this cute little mouse that I want to add in as well. And then I just finish this off with a few enamel dots here and there around the die cuts, and then that is my layout finished. As I said, not a lot of decoration because there's a lot going on. Thank you for joining me on YouTube today. If you've enjoyed it, then please subscribe and check out the links in the description below to find all the pieces that I've used from Peartree Cutfiles. Bye for now.